Hello all, once again welcome back to our channel. So today in this video I'm going to show you the recipe of the wonderful street food. So the name first we remember when we talk about the street food is Pani Puri. So today along with the pani and stuff making, I'm also going to show you how to make the puri also. So before getting to the video, please subscribe the channel and press the bell button for the future notifications. In the same way, if you like this video, please try to share with your family and friends. So let us see. Initially, I have taken here the Bombay Suji. So I have taken the fine version of this Bombay Suji. If at all you feel it is still more fine you require, you can just grind it once in the blender. So this is the Suji we are going to use for the Pani Puri. And to this Suji, we will be adding 1 spoon to 1.5 tablespoons of wheat flour. Usually the pani puri what we will get outside they usually use the maida flour, I mean like all purpose flour to this, but we will be using wheat flour. And then I am adding salt to the taste, as well the baking soda or cooking soda, whatever, that is half tablespoon. So all this we have to nicely give a mix, then start making it as a dough. So as it is like suji, you will not able to make out where the how much exactly water you will be requiring for this making dough. So before better like initially itself we shouldn't add more water. So slowly little after little we can add the water. As it is a suji, it will be keep on absorbing the water. So slowly you add it and turn it to a nice dough. And while you are mixing this, give little pressure so that that will make the puri to puff. So like this. So this is the consistency you can make out now. So now I am going to keep it for resting for around half an hour to 1 hour's time. So while resting, it shouldn't dry out, as well. It will not. It shouldn't be stick to the vessel also. That's why I'm just applying little oil on the surface of this dough, as well to the vessel also. And one more important thing you have to follow is the dough should be always little wet only. It shouldn't go dry. That's why we will be covering this with a wet cloth. So you can rest it for 1 hour's time. So further we will be going ahead making our pani puris pani. So for the pani we will be taking like 1 handful of pudina leaves and 1 handful of coriander leaves. Along with this, one single chili I have taken here, and then I am taking a half inch of ginger. So this all together we will be shifting into the mixer jar. Finally you have to make the paste out of it. So to make the paste we will be usually adding the water, but instead of water I am here adding the tamarind water. The sourness for this water will come from this tamarind water only. So instead of this tamarind water in the season of like summer, you can even use the raw mango. You can just grape it and grind along with this blender. So you will get very good taste. So I am just straining out all this liquid like this. Once we strain out, we can dilute it to our required quantity. So if you want to avoid this tamarind water, you can even go ahead with the amchur powder also. You will get the same taste. So like this, I am just strained out all that leaves part. Now we got our pani puri's water. Now in these, I am going to add the spices like salt to the taste, and then little jeera powder, Whatever items I am showing here, those are all mandatory items. And chaat masala, and then finally pepper powder. So do remember we have already added one chili when we are grinding it. That's why I am adding only quarter tablespoon of pepper powder only. Now we can add more water and dilute this syrup like this. So our tasty pani puri water is ready here. So now pani puri water is ready. Further moving, we will be making the stuff to fill the stuff to fill the puris actually. So for that, I have taken here boiled potatoes. Then again, I am adding black chana. So this chana overnight soaked, and I have just boiled this also along with the our olives. So this chana is actually optional. If you would like to add it, you can add it as it is a pani puri. As I mentioned, like when we mention it as a pani puri, kids tend to eat more. So that's why I am trying to add little more good stuff in this. If not chana, even you can go ahead with sprouts also, green peas also. Further to it, I am adding a half onion. Onion is also optional. Basically, in the stuff, this coriander leaves and our potato is the major ingredient. Apart from which, little more things we can add as per our taste. And then I am adding salt to the taste, and further jeera powder, and then chat masala, then finally the pepper powder. So these are all ingredients which are little mandatory. Along with this, I am adding that somp also, which will give you very good taste in the stuff actually. So this is absolutely optional. Then a little pinch of turmeric powder. And now we should give a good mix to this stuff. So while you mix, see that all these spices will mix with the aloo and our chana nicely. And finally, once you mix it, you can even taste it. If at all you feel it is little here and there, I mean tastes are less, you can go ahead adding this. I just added the pepper powder. Even instead of pepper powder, even you can add the chili powder also. Just to make it little more healthy, I just added pepper powder here. So once you give a mix, you can taste it. So now we are done with our pani puri water and the filling stuff. So on the other side, we have mixed the dough also, all that we require to make the puris. See here, our dough is completely rested for 1 hour to 2 hours here because I got little late. Now I am taking little portion of in this, and if you observe again, I am closing it with the wet cloth because as I told you, as it is a rava, there is a chance that it will go on drying more, and we will not be adding any flour to press this. Just a little oil I applied, and I am going to press this. So you should press it in such a way that your down visible. That lean you have to press it. See, you can make out it's almost like a transparent layer. So now we will take out the shapes of puri. So little bigger only I am taken. This size is maximum size what we have to go with. Like this, hardly press. Actually, nowadays in the market, you will get the pani puri cutter also, like mold. So if you have that, you can take it. Otherwise, you can go with any of this container caps and all. So like this, initially we will cut all this in the pani puri shapes, puri shapes. So when we are keeping it aside, again you have to rest it in a plate along with like closing with a wet cloth, because always you should make sure that it will not wet. Once it's become wet, no, like it will not give you that puri shape, like it will not puff more. So like this, I'm shifted it into a plate and I'm just closing it with a wet cloth. Now the other portion also I'm taken and I'm going to further continue to cut the puris. So once our puri is all done, I just kept the oil here. Once it is in the high flame, keep it high flame and make sure it will be maximum in heat. Then you start frying one after another. As soon as you put it in the oil, you make sure you will be just pressing it down or else pouring the oil onto it so that it will get the heatness in the upper surface also, and then that puri will give the puffness. So like this. I just want to mention you one more thing here. It's not mandatorily all the puris will get the same kind of crispiness or puffness, because based on the, as I told you, if it is little dry, you can't expect this size. And if the flame is little sim or something, you can't expect this one. So mostly over the experience you will get to know. So 5% of the puris always, whoever it is, how much experience they have, 5% of the puris will go a little flat actually. So like this. So with 1 cup of suji, I made about 50 to 60 puris. So you can see here all nice crispy pan puris are ready. So I just to motivate you, even I'll show you the other part of other side of our pani puris also. See, around 10 to 15 puris actually come flat. So finally our mouth watering street food is totally ready here. See, you can see very tasty and spicy pani water. Along with, I am just going to serve this with a little mixture so that more crunchiness will be added to this, and our nice puris, crispy, crispy. And then comes our stuff. So now I'll show you how crunchy and crispy are these puris are. See, you can make out with the single finger I am able to break it and filling the stuff, and then I'm adding little mixture to it. So to give more that street food look to your kids and all, you can just go ahead serving like this 4 to 5 puris and along with the pani. Then definitely they will love to have this. You can even store this puri for about month's time. Wow, our tasty pani puri is ready here. So hope you all like this video. It will helps you to make pani puri at home only with the hygiene. So those who have given a trial, don't forget to mention your comments, and as well to subscribe our channel and press the bell button to on your notifications. And also, if you like this video, please try to share with your family and friends. And I just for your notice, even we have video, the same video with the multiple languages like Telugu, Malayalam and English also. Thank you so much for watching.